When it comes to big screen comedies, no one is as consistent as Adam Sandler. His latest is the family film Bedtime Stories, where he plays a man who makes up fables for his niece and nephew.
What do you got here anyways? Rainbow alligator saves the wetlands? No. The organic squirrel gets a bike helmet? I'm not reading these communist books to you guys. Don't you get any real stories?
Like what?
Like what? Like cowboys or dragons or aliens or what the heck is on my head right now?
That's Bugsy, our guinea pig.
Why do you call him Bugsy?
Because of his eyes.
Let me see them.
And Adam Sandler is with us. Good morning.
Good to see you, pal. Thank you.
This is so good. You know, it's Christmas Eve.
Yes.
So see this tie?
Yeah,
These could
stockings.
be either stockings or Red Sox.
Let's go with stockings.
And I read that when you were a kid, like the most important thing in your life was to stay in the Howard Johnsons when you came down to New York.
That's true. Well, that was incredible. When we lived in New Hampshire, you know, I'm originally from New York, and we moved to New Hampshire. All my family stayed in New York, so once every few months, let's say maybe 3-4 months, we'd come in and we'd get to stop at the Howard Johnson. We had 4 kids. My father and mother had 4 kids, so we'd all stay in one room. So on occasion, Dad would spring for a cot. Not every time, but we would all. It was the best time ever.
The single greatest event in your life.
Well, I was the youngest.
In a motel.
It was. I think because I was the little one. I don't know if my 2 sisters were that thrilled, but I enjoyed jumping up and down on the bed and having the room service and all that stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff. So in this movie, you play a guy who works in a hotel.
Yes.
You end up having to take care of a niece and nephew.
Yes, yes.
Now, you have 2 kids now, right?
Yes.
How old's the youngest?
The one's a month.
A month?
Yes.
No stories with the month?
Not yet, not yet. On occasion, I change her. That's all my stories are.
That's not that good a story.
That's not great yet. I think it'll get better.
And the older one is how old?
Little Sadie is 2.5. I have a great time with her.
How is this movie? This is a little different, right, than many of, perhaps a little different than Zohan?
Absolutely, a little more friendly to the family. You know, I do on occasion get moms or grandmothers yelling at me on the street.
Yeah.
You influenced my child in a bad way. How dare you?
Yeah.
I wanted to make up for that, so this is I did.
So it's a little atonement?
I guess I'm trying to get into heaven one day, and Disney's helping me do that.
If anybody could do it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Other very important question. Is Rob Schneider in this movie?
Schneider is playing an American Indian in this movie.
Okay,
He's very charming and funny.
Because it can't be one of your movies unless...
I had to bring all 5'3" of them into this flick.
All right,
every time.
Okay, very important. And finally, am I an aficionado or not?
You do know your stuff. That's because you have 2 boys.
Yeah, okay. I have an in on the culture. And finally, what's funny people?
Oh, Judd Apatow, you know, he's very. You boys know him too. He's. I know this has nothing to do with your life, but
it's a big part of my life.
I know.
I mean, Deeds runs on a nonstop loop in my house.
Is that right?
I mean, it's just
My pleasure.
Okay.
Well, anyways, the Apatow movie, we're shooting it. I'm playing a stand-up comedian. Seth Rogen's in it. Leslie Mann, a bunch of Eric Bana. Very funny, cool, interesting movie.
Next year.
Yes.
All right. Have a good holiday.
Have a good holiday to you.
Thank you.
Pal. Okay.
Right. Get the what do you call it? The clam strips.
Oh, that's good. Clam strips. Oh my God, that's good.
Okay.
All right.
Adam Sandler. Thank you.